Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Estee Lauder, Cartier, Rado, Bulgari. Do you know what all these brands have in common? They're all international luxury brands. They all have names that you may think twice before pronouncing. And they all have Indian brand ambassadors. That's right. Global luxury is making a beeline for India now. They're appointing Indian celebrities. They're holding fashion shows here. And they are even Indianizing their products. Think a Bulgari Mangal Sutra or the Louis Vuitton Rani pink footwear. A few years ago, this would have been unimaginable. But it's the reality of today, and the reason is the booming luxury market in India. Let me show you the numbers. In 2021, India's luxury market was worth $2.5 billion. Today, it's worth almost $8.5 billion. That's more than triple in just 2 years, and it only continues to grow. According to a report by Bain & Company, by 2030, India's luxury market is expected to reach $85 billion. It's one of the fastest growing luxury markets in the world, which brings us to the question, who is buying these products? Traditionally, India has been a price-sensitive market. Indians cared more about the price tag and less about the brand, which is why luxury brands found it hard to crack this market. But now all of that is changing. More and more people are buying luxury, and a lot of factors have contributed to that. The first is exposure to global trends. Most of us live on the internet today. We don't have to flip through catalogs to see what the latest Gucci release is or track fashion shows to find what the hottest trend is. It's all over the internet. It's accessible. And more people want more of it. But to buy luxury, you also need money. And India has a rising affluent demographic with increased spending power. By 2027, the number of millionaires in India is set to increase by 69%. Which is a big figure, 69%. Then there are the ultra high net worth individuals, people with a net worth of $30 million. Their number is also increasing. By 2027, India will have at least 19,000 ultra high net worth individuals. So India's rich are getting richer, but they're not the only ones who are driving this trend. Which brings us to the third reason, millennials and the Gen Z. They're lapping up luxury. Previously, traditional investments looked like a car or a home. But for young people today, it could be a Dior handbag. Luxury brands selling leather goods have seen an 1,800% increase in sales year on year, 1,800%. But you may ask, where do they get this money from? And that's where credit jumps in. Credit card spending has surged to a record high in India. In August, it was around $17.8 billion, and it's only rising. So there's more exposure, richer individuals, a young population that loves luxury and believes in the idea of YOLO. You only live once. It's an attitude that the young have embraced, and the pandemic has reinforced. And it reflects in the spendings. In 2019, many of these people may have thought twice before spending $1,500 on a bag, but now they're most likely hitting the pay button. So this is the perfect brew driving the surge, and brands are taking note. India's luxury market may be tiny compared to China, but it's still attracting the top players in the world, thanks to optimism about the Indian economy. You see, China is slowing down, India is growing, and growth means more demand. That said, there are still some challenges like high custom duties, bureaucracy, the lack of infrastructure. But on the whole, the picture looks good. India is lapping up its luxury one brand at a time. It may have been a symbol of affluence once, but right now, it's a sign of India's growth story.